How are you everyone? Today we are going to learn about the Nernst equation. Nernst equation is very important to understand the cell electric potential of a cell. So to understand the Nernst equation, let us suppose that we have a cell. You can call it a Daniell cell. So here we have two solutions. On the left side we have the solution of ZnSO4, it means zinc sulfate, and on the right side we have CuSO4, copper sulfate. So now we have two electrode in these solutions. One electrode is of zinc which is dipped in the ZnSO4, while other electrode is made up of copper which is dipped in the CuSO4. And here we have a galvanometer. The electrode which is present on this left side is known as anode, while this electrode which is present on the right side is known as cathode. So in this solution, so in the solution of left side, the oxidation will occur in this electrode, or you can say on the anode. Here the zinc will release the electrons. It means Zn zinc in solid form will convert into the Zn2 plus 2 electron, which is denoted by this half cell reaction, while on the other side the reaction will occur this Cu2 plus. It means in this aqueous solution the electron will join the copper, and the copper in the solid form will appear more. So in the general the electron will move from here to here, so for by this way through the galvanometer, and that's why the current will flow from this way to this way. But to when electrons from the anode travel through the wire, it will create an excess of positive charge around the electrode. Simultaneously, excess negative charge will accumulate around cathode. To maintain electron neutrality in both the cell, the continuous flow of electric current, the negative ions from the salt bridge would flow into the anode compartment, and the positive ions will move into the cathode compartment. Since the size of K plus and Cl minus or sulfate ions are almost equal, their speeds will also be equal. So this is the salt bridge, and this is the usefulness of salt bridge. So now we have write down the both of the half cell equation. This equation belongs to this side, and second equation belongs to the right hand side solution. On combining both of these solution, so after when we combine these two equations, Zn solid plus copper 2 plus aqueous will form the Zn2 plus aqueous plus copper solid. These electron will neglect these electrons. So you can say elect so in general we get that half cell reaction corresponding to the oxidation take place at anode, while the half cell reaction for the reduction being took place on at the cathode. On combining both of the half cell reaction, we get this. And after that, this salt bridge is made up of KCl. It means KCl mean electrolyte KCl. First we suppose that all this reaction occur at standard condition, it means at 1 mole. So this is the cell potential, which is equal to cell cathode potential minus E anode. So you can say standard electrode potential equal standard electric potential at cathode minus standard electric potential at anode. So E cell equal E naught cell minus RT upon NF natural log Q. Here one important thing to remember, R is gas constant, which is equal to this, Q is reaction constant, Q equal production concentration ratio to reactant concentration ratio. So you can write this as like this, as this solid and this solid is equal to 1 in concentration, so we get this, which is equal, and T equal temperature, which is in Kelvin, N equal number of electron transferred, which are 2, you can see in equation, and F is Faraday's constant, which is equal to this. We needed Nernst equation because we can't find the electrode potential of cell in any condition. The other formulas are only for the standard electrode potential, not for the every condition. Suppose that if we have not the 1 mole concentration or not the 25 degree Celsius temperature, then we can't use the other formula. We have to use the Nernst equation. It is helpful in all the conditions. Thank you.